everyone, this is Ryzen. He is 10-month-old now. Look at that smile. So today I want to go over something that he likes that's considered baby essential. And I think at this point, we know what are some baby essential items. Huh? You're going to tell them what you like and what you don't like? Okay, probably not, but I'll tell you what is good. Well, guys, welcome. This is Anne, pharmacist by day, blogger by night. I want to share with you guys some quick tips on some baby basics and being a minimalist when you're a new parent, because having a child is expensive. So you're really trying to be prudent with how much you're spending on baby items, because if you can and you want, there'll be a lot of things you can buy. So for us, we're really trying to keep it to the minimum as possible in terms of items that are truly essential. So start out, my baby now is 10 months, and we have gone through kind of the process on baby shower as well as welcome him to this new world. And so up to this point, I know what items were essential and what some items we spent money on that was not too essential. So of course, the first thing is, of course, you want to get the car seat, the crib, the changing station, but I wouldn't say you have to get a formal changing station. For us, you can, it's a DIY type of deal, right? So I've seen some people do it on like tables and just put blanket over, and that could be used for changing stations. So you don't have to go and get a formal changing station for the baby. For us, we use a play yard and put next to his bed and we change him there. Or some people just put it on their bed and change. So it's just all preference with the liners, of course. So I think you can save money on the changing station. You can make it the DIY type of deal that you can actually don't have to spend a lot of money on the changing station. And the other one is, I would say, the play yard. And the reason why I said that, because when your baby, when he's not crawling yet, and you would need to put them where sometimes you may need to go to the restroom or have to take a quick phone call, right? So you can't just put them on the floor. So having a play yard is good, especially you live in a house where you have several rooms to play with, and then you can't just really always go back to your master bedroom if that's where you choose to put your little one, or go to his room because that might be inconvenient. So I actually have a play yard in the living room. So if I do some things in the kitchen or doing quick laundry, I just put them there and then come back to it later. So I think it helps a lot when I have that play yard. It's functional too, because you can actually move it and take it on road trips. So you cannot really take a crib on road trips. So that was just a really quick functional play yard that we take on our road trips or road trip as well as on the plane. So we highly recommend the play yard. And there are some really fancy play yard out there, guys. You can spend a lot of money, but for us, we stick to like the Graco play yard that was about 50 bucks. And that's really all that you need. You don't need all these play yard, a napper, and a bunch of bell and whistles and musical thing. And so we just do the basic as possible for play yard. Swing, I delayed it for about 4 months, and then we did get a swing. A part of it because the grandparents like, oh, you should have a swing because that's where they sleep. I highly recommend not to let them sleep in the swing just because they get used to it. Honestly, that's one thing I wished I didn't buy the swing, because I felt like we didn't use it that much, and honestly now it's like right there in the corner where it's left untouched, right? So, and I have trained my baby to not really sleep in the swing, like more in the play yard or in the crib. So swing is kind of a mixed review for me. Honestly, I'd say we probably could have gone without it if we held out for another few months and we didn't really need it. I know some of my friends who have it, they use it consistently and it's just nice for them, but you just, I think, observe, wait. You don't have to get it immediately. That's one thing I would definitely save money on. Again, swings are not cheap either. They can upward of $100. And I felt like that was one item that I feel like I don't really need. Diaper bags, yes, you do need that. You can have functional diaper bags, and that can be transformed into like a work backpacks if you guys are picking up the little one and then drop him off, and use that as kind of like a transportation bags for yourself and for the little one. Some people use diaper pills. We choose not to. Again, we're like, you know, in a few years we probably won't use this, and then that's be one extra thing that we have to get. And with diaper pills, you have to get specific bags for it. So what we end up doing is just get a regular trash can, and then we get scented trash bags, and that's what we use. And then I would use scented, not as candle, but just good smell, like Airwick or those type around the area that we have that trash bag, just to increase the nice smell to combat the not so nice smell. And so far, honestly, it's been working for us really well. So I really don't think you need diaper pills. If you just get a regular trash can with a scented trash bags, and just remember to take your trash, empty your trash bags on a regular basis, and don't wait until like the week, because it does end up accumulate the smell, especially when you open it and it has that strong smell. The other thing that I felt as your little one is grown up that might be very helpful, I feel like this is, if you can choose to, the bouncers that you can get them on. I wouldn't choose walkers, because the American Pediatric Association recommend not to use walkers, because that actually decreases their muscles movement. So I got a bouncers that he can be in there to be entertained when he can able to hold his head up pretty good. So, and that has proven to be so helpful, especially now has a lot of energy and he wants to just stand up and see the world. So, and I mean, honestly, he entertains himself for like hours and hours. So I could be in the kitchen talking with him and showing him things while he's just in the bouncer for pretty much, I would say the most though he's staying there is about 3 hours at one time. So I feel like that's a really good investment. The bouncers where he stands up instead of a walker. There's some like that combine walkers with bouncers. I mean, there's so many different functionality, but as the little one grows a little, I would recommend to get something like that just to keep him entertained. This is the jumper that Ryzen really liked. It's technically a walker, but I lock it, so you don't really, I don't use it as a walker, because again, it's not recommended to use a walker in a kid. For this one, it's locked, so it's good. It has 5 toys. I took out 3 of the 5 because he started bumping his head into them. But yeah, he can keep himself entertained in this for a very long time, as you can see. And it has several layers, or several levels. So the first one was 1, 2, and 3 level. So now he's on his 2nd level. So he's growing. Yeah, he keeps himself pretty entertained on this for a few hours, which helps me to do other house stuff around the house. Yeah? You wanna say hi? And of course, lastly but not least, it's just proof your house. I would call it baby proof, right? So all the outlets, things, those are also the essential items. So to summarize things that we felt like for now that we have this little man, things that we find very essential are crib, car seat, diaper bags, kind of makeshift DIY changing station, trash can with scented trash bags for his diapers, and his play yard for him to nap in the living room, for example. And lastly, like the bouncers, jumpers. So those are kind of like, I would say, the essential items. And of course, you know about this, diapers. But those are very quickly. All right, well, that is it. I want to sum that up. I hope you find that helpful. Please, for those that have a little one, please comment on other essential items that you felt would be good financially to invest in, and some that are not good to invest in. And, you know, keep the community going. Thanks. Take care.